Hey everybody, Crypto Whiskey here. I want to make a real quick, simple, very understandable video on support and resistance, supply and demand lines, as some people call it, and just a real quick rundown of explaining you how it works, what it is, and how it can up your trading game real fast. It's not hard to do. What we have right here is the Tesla weekly chart. Okay, now we had our run up here going on in 2018 through 2020. Now you have these big impulses up and then little flag patterns and sideways consolidation. What I like to do is now that I know there's a choppy area or a lot of traders in that area that holds it in this tight range, the tops and bottom of those ranges to me become support and resistance, because what you have is people with buy orders here when it falls to this line and people with sell orders here when it hits this line. The lines aren't there at the time, but that's the price that the traders have settled up at. Okay, so basically, when you're wanting to draw a supply or demand line, you want to draw the line where you've had multiple interactions and touch points. Okay, so what we have here is we've had this line be interacted as support in a consolidation range, and then this top line interact with one, two, three, four, five, six, multiple times over these months as resistance. Every time it got to this line, people sold it back down to this line. And there's your support and resistance, supply and demand. Okay? So on the way up, you can draw these lines and you can draw them all the way out and leave them there forever. But we follow it up and we can trade in that zone when it comes back down and stuff. But we peaked, topped out, and once we identified the downtrend, now we already have areas of confluence outlined. So we know where should we expect to see downward price move to before it stops. So if we look over here, we can see right here on this candle. Now let me zoom in a little closer for y'all. On this candle, what you did is you had buy orders set up. And after the sellers multiple times pushed it down to the area where people wanted to buy, they bought it back up, bought it back up, bought it back up. Held as perfect support because buy orders pushed the price back up because they felt like that was a good trading range or an area of value. Okay, so the people that bought right here at this line, let's say they're still holding. We're going to fast forward over here. Now look at it again. What did it do? On the downtrend, it caught some resistance. It was support here with buy orders. Those people rode it. It broke below their price. They've holding it long-term investments. It broke below their price. And rather than sell, they're going, oh my God, I'm underwater. As soon as it gets back to my price, I'm selling it for break even. What did it do? It broke. And as soon as that candle right there hit their break even price, they sold, pushing it back down. It ran back up, another batch, sold, holding it below. Well, then it broke above it and became support again. So you can see just how dead on every bit of this, even the current candle now, is just hitting that perfect line where it was support, support, support. Now it's resistance. And that's all it is. It gives you targets on the way up and way down. And you can do this on a downtrend, then you'll be able to see, where the buy orders were. And that's all you're really doing is an area of confluence that's been touched multiple times as support and resistance. And you can draw this out over long time frames. You can drop down to the 1 hour time frame, which is a lot of our trading. Let me reset the chart and you can see just how I drew those out on a weekly. And it gives me, then I can come into the smaller time frames that I want to play a day or two trade or a target. There we go, right there. We see it acted as a range again. Resistance, support, resistance. We finally broke through. What happened again? It became resistance. We had a spring, a back test of a spring. So what you can do there is we break that line. We'll know, okay, I want to set sell orders at this next resistance point. And then if it plays out to hit 1, 2, 3, 4 times, it gets rejected around that area. Then you set buy orders. Once you see something's in a range bound trading is amazing because you can set your buy orders up here even a little below Stop losses and stuff need to be used, but you had a spring and a back test of a spring, and then it ran again and tested it. So multiple trades there. Same thing. Once it broke through, the next trading zone. Support and resistance right here. Support, resistance multiple times. We broke through. We broke through again. And this just gives you targets. Targets of where traders settled up, buy and sell orders, and it's done it over and over and over and over again. Real simple. And it's subjective. Some people may say, oh, I want to put a line here, or just the tops and the major peaks, the major lows. And that's fine. You can do it that way, but a lot of it is, to me, I think if you come out on larger time frames and find your peaks and your troughs there, then when you get on the smaller time frames, it's giving you a beautiful little channel of trading. But you can clear all this off, and you can pick just the major ones. And if you're a long-term trader, that works too. So we can just pick. I like to try to use candle close and candle bodies. So you have resistance, support. I like to try and use them as much as possible. Once again, you can find areas that continually provide multiple touch points. And even when you do that with the candle bodies, you'll see the wicks down, come touch it, buy orders push it back up, and you start seeing to the right how they're playing out. You can find this one here. There's a couple touch points here, and you get into these big consolidation periods here, which make a lot of sense. And see, I'm looking left, but you go to the right and it's correlating. So it has your buy and sell targets. Real simple, that's it. This little tool on TradingView, horizontal line tool, is great. And this can up your trading game. If you know where these traders have settled up with their buys and sales, it gives you great targets to know when to get out here. Real simple. Any more questions? This kind of education in our Discord every day. Live traders helping you with your trades. Go sign up. Crypto Whiskey Discord. Links in the description. Guys, it's $5 a month, and you get trade alerts all day from multiple traders trading different styles, trading options and stocks, common shares, crypto, you name it. Go check it out, guys. Thanks. Appreciate it.